Have you ever opened your eyes in the pitch-dark silence of your room and felt your heart already racing before your mind even catches up? You glance at the clock. 3:42 a.m. And in that single second, something inside you sinks. Not again. If this has happened to you more nights than you can count, I want you to know something clearly right now, before we go any further. This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is not just getting older. Your body is sending you a message, and tonight, I'm going to teach you how to finally read it, and respond to it in a way that actually works, instead of fighting it the way you've probably been fighting it for years. I'm going to walk you through 7 powerful, science-backed strategies. Not vague tips you've heard 100 times before. Real, physiological, psychological, and even spiritual tools that explain exactly why your body chooses this window, between 3 and 5 in the morning, to pull you out of sleep, and exactly what to do the moment it happens. Stay with me until the end, because strategy 6 is the one almost nobody is talking about right now, and it might be the single missing piece that changes everything for you. If you've already tried melatonin, sleep teas, white noise machines, and nothing has truly worked long-term, this video is for you. If you're someone who's been quietly suffering through this for months, maybe years, comment the word awake below so I know you're here with me tonight. Let's begin. Number 1. Stop fighting the wake up. Understand it instead. Asterisk asterisk. Picture this. You're lying there. Your body is heavy, exhausted, but your mind has switched on like a light bulb that won't turn off. Thoughts start flooding in. Did I lock the door? What about that thing I said yesterday? What if tomorrow goes wrong? Your heart starts pounding, not because anything is actually wrong, but because your nervous system has decided, for reasons you don't yet understand, that now is the time to be alert. Here's what almost nobody explains to you. Sleep isn't a flat, continuous state. Your body moves through cycles, roughly 90 minutes each, and somewhere around your 4th or 5th hour of sleep, you naturally drift into a lighter stage. At the exact same time, cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, begins its pre-dawn climb. This is called the cortisol awakening response, and in a healthy system, it's gentle. It eases you toward waking. But for many women, especially in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, this rise isn't gentle at all. It's sharp. It's early. It's intense. And the reason is hormonal. As estrogen and progesterone decline during perimenopause and menopause, your body loses some of its natural buffering against cortisol spikes. The result? You don't just wake up. You wake up with your heart pounding, your mind racing, your whole system on high alert, as if something is wrong, even when nothing is. This is the first thing you must understand and accept. The wake-up itself is not your enemy. What turns a brief 90-second stir into a 2-hour battle is what you do in the 60 seconds after you open your eyes. The moment most people panic, check the clock, calculate how many hours of sleep they have left, and spiral. That's the moment that guarantees you'll be awake for the next 2 hours. Instead, the second you feel that jolt, do not look at the time. Keep your eyes soft, your gaze unfocused, away from any light. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. Breathe in slowly, through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 2. Exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. This isn't a calming suggestion. This is a direct physiological lever. It activates your vagus nerve, the single largest controller of how quickly your body shifts out of fight or flight and back into rest. Do this for 90 full seconds before you let your mind start cataloging tomorrow's worries. Number 2. Hydrate with intention, not panic. Asterisk asterisk. If you've ever woken up at 4 a.m. with your mouth dry as paper, your legs restless and twitchy beneath the sheets, or your whole body feeling strangely overheated despite a cool room, your first instinct is probably to reach for a glass of cold water from the fridge. I want you to stop doing that, starting tonight. Cold water, the moment you're half asleep, is a shock to your system. It causes a measurable spike in alertness and muscle tension at the exact moment your body is trying to ease back down. It's the equivalent of waking a sleeping child by shaking them instead of gently calling their name. Room temperature water, by contrast, is absorbed gently. It doesn't trigger that alarm response. It simply nourishes. But here's what most people get wrong entirely. Plain water alone often isn't enough. If you're waking with that dry mouth, restless, slightly too warm sensation, there's a strong chance you're not just dehydrated, you're depleted of electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, minerals your body sheds overnight, especially if you're managing blood pressure medication, exercising regularly, or moving through hormonal changes that affect how your body retains water. So here's your protocol. Keep a small glass of room temperature water on your nightstand every single night. Add one small pinch, not a spoonful, a pinch, of a high-quality mineral-rich salt. Himalayan or Celtic sea salt, never refined table salt. If salt isn't for you, a few drops of fresh lemon juice gives you potassium instead. Sip it slowly. Don't gulp. Let your body receive it the way it's designed to. This single habit, done consistently, has helped countless women reduce restless leg sensations and that unsettled 4 a.m. warmth within just a few nights. If you're still with me and this is resonating, drop a comment with the number 2 so I know this strategy is landing for you. Number 3. Listen to what your emotions are trying to tell you. Asterisk asterisk. This is the part of tonight's video that most sleep content completely ignores, and it might be the most important thing you hear today. When the noise of your day finally goes quiet, when there's no phone buzzing, no one needing anything from you, no to-do list demanding your attention, something interesting happens. Whatever you didn't have time to feel during the day rises straight to the surface. That tense exchange with your spouse. The grief you never fully processed. The worry about your child, your finances, your health, that you pushed down so you could keep functioning. In traditional medicine systems, this exact early morning window has long been associated with the lungs and with unresolved grief and sorrow. And modern sleep research backs this up in its own language. Studies consistently show that emotional load and chronic stress are among the strongest predictors of early morning waking, and that cognitive emotional processing intensifies precisely during these lighter stages of sleep. Your brain isn't malfunctioning at 4 a.m. It's doing the work you didn't give it time to do during the day. So instead of lying there and letting the thoughts spiral into something unmanageable, sit up. Turn on a small, dim light if you need to. Take a notebook, paper, not your phone, and write 1 or 2 honest sentences. Doesn't matter how messy, how incomplete, how strange it sounds. I'm still upset about what she said. I'm scared about money. I miss how things used to be. You're not trying to solve anything right now. You're simply moving it out of your head and onto the page, which measurably interrupts the looping pattern that keeps your mind racing. This single practice, used consistently over weeks, is one of the most underrated tools I know for breaking the cycle of habitual early waking, because it finally gives your nervous system permission to stop holding onto something it's been carrying silently, every single night. Number 4. Reset your body with gentle movement, not stillness. Asterisk asterisk. Here's a mistake almost everyone makes. You wake up, and your instinct is to lie completely rigid, willing your body back into sleep through sheer force. I need you to understand something. This almost always backfires. Forcing stillness on a body that's already wired with restless energy is like trying to hold water in your fist. It just escapes through the cracks. Instead, give your body permission to move, gently. Sit up slowly. Roll your neck, side to side, a few slow repetitions, breathing as you go. Lift your shoulders up toward your ears, hold, then release with a slow exhale. Repeat 3 or 4 times. If you're able, swing your legs over the edge of the bed and let your upper body fold gently forward for a few seconds, encouraging blood flow without raising your heart rate. Then finish with this. Rub your palms together briskly until you feel warmth, and cup them over the tops of your feet. This sounds almost too simple to matter, but sleep research consistently shows that warm extremities are linked to faster, easier sleep onset, because your core body temperature naturally needs to drop for deep sleep to take hold, and warm hands and feet actually support that internal shift. None of this is exercise. It's release. A signal to your body that it's safe to let go. Number 5. Fix your environment before you fix yourself. Asterisk asterisk. Sometimes, the reason you're waking up has nothing to do with your hormones, your emotions, or your stress levels at all. It's simply your environment quietly working against you. A pillow gone flat after years of use. A blanket twisted uncomfortably around your legs. A room that's a few degrees too warm or too cold. These small physical irritations are often dismissed, but they accumulate, night after night, robbing you of the deep, uninterrupted sleep your body needs to repair itself. The fix here is almost embarrassingly simple, and that's exactly why people skip it. Fluff your pillow. Untangle your sheets. Adjust your thermostat to somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, the range sleep scientists consistently point to as optimal for deep restorative sleep. These adjustments take less than 2 minutes, and yet, so many women lie awake in discomfort for hours, rather than simply standing up and fixing the problem in front of them. Number 6. The missing piece nobody talks about. Your light exposure the day before. Asterisk asterisk. This is the strategy one promised you, the one that almost never gets mentioned, and it might be the most powerful one on this entire list. Your circadian rhythm, your internal master clock, the one that governs exactly when cortisol rises and falls each day, is set primarily by light exposure, not by anything you do at night. Women who spend their days indoors under artificial lighting, with little to no direct natural sunlight, frequently develop a blunted, irregular cortisol rhythm. And one of the most common symptoms of that irregular rhythm is exactly what we're talking about tonight: early, abrupt, jarring waking between 3 and 5 a.m. The correction is remarkably simple. Within an hour of waking up each morning, get 10 to 15 minutes of natural outdoor light, without sunglasses if possible. Not through a window, actual outdoor light. This single habit recalibrates your internal clock over the course of 1 to 2 weeks, working upstream of everything else we've discussed tonight. It's the reason some people fix their nighttime waking simply by changing what they do first thing in the morning, and it's exactly why this connection gets missed so often. The cause and the symptom are separated by an entire day. Number 7. Build a wind-down ritual that actually prepares your nervous system for the night ahead. Asterisk asterisk. Finally, I want you to understand this. The hour before you go to bed has far more influence over your 3 a.m. wake-up than most people ever realize. If your evening looks like bright screens, scrolling, unresolved conversations, and stimulation right up until the moment your head hits the pillow, your nervous system goes from full alert straight into bed, with no transition at all. And a nervous system with no transition rarely produces deep, stable, uninterrupted sleep. Build yourself a genuine buffer. Dim your lights at least 30 minutes before bed. Put your phone away, fully away, not just face down beside you. Choose one calming, repeatable activity: reading, gentle stretching, sitting quietly with a warm, non-caffeinated drink. The specific activity matters less than the consistency. Your nervous system learns patterns over time, and a consistent wind-down ritual becomes one of the strongest signals you can give your body that it's safe to stay asleep straight through that early morning window that used to wake you, night after night. So here's what I want you to take from tonight. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is not a flaw in who you are, and it's certainly not something you simply have to live with for the rest of your life. It's a signal, hormonal, emotional, environmental, or circadian, and every single signal can be understood and worked with, once you know what you're actually looking at. Don't try to apply all 7 of these at once. Pick one tonight. Just one. Small, consistent changes are what actually rewire this pattern over time, not willpower in the middle of the night, and not another sleepless night of fighting against your own body. If this video gave you something real to work with tonight, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and tell me in the comments which one of these 7 you're going to try first.